We stand here. So sad, so tragic for our country. So with that, I will sign the resolution transmitting the articles of impeachment to the Senate, which will be delivered by our managers, of whom I'm very proud. It makes a funny signature, but it does give us a lot of pens.
I'm trying to control myself from swearing. That was a frickin' ceremony. You have ceremonies to award medals. You have ceremonies at weddings and funerals. This was like a baptism at the Addams Family. Did you notice? They had a silver platter for the pens. Everybody got a special party favor, a little pen to take home. We are paying for those frickin' pens and for that platter. And then you see the media taking pictures of the pens. Oh, look how special the pens are. What you saw with that ceremony, they were spackling a turd with gold paint, right? And we're all suckers. We're all suckers for believing this is serious. We know it's a sham. They say it's historical or it's historic. That's BS, all right? We know this was an emotional tantrum directed at Daddy, who won the election, and they're mad at Daddy. So we have to go through this phony procession. Oh, let's show pictures of the cloakroom. Oh, let's watch them walk down the halls. Ooh, this is breaking news. Let's repeat it 25 times over and over again until I want to blow my brains out. Look.
You're going to have a great time the next 2 weeks.
If you're a viewer, okay, and you're watching this coverage, here's 4 things you got to remember. The media controls the narrative, okay? Look what happened to the 5, right? You know, they put the money in the jukebox, we got to dance. Number 2, the Dems and the media have been working on this for 3 years. So this ain't a moral cause. This was a political vocation meant to unseat an election. Number 3, they don't hate Trump, they hate you. He's a proxy for you because you voted for him. They think you're a bunch of rubes because you didn't listen to the media. This is their revenge. And last but not least, you got to store all that anger. And when this is over and when they lose, because they will, you got to rub their noses in their loss till the day they retire. Thank you.
You have 14 minutes left, Jesse.
Greg, here's a pen for you.
Thank you. You don't know where I'm going to put this. I always go back to, I'm like a viewer. I'm sitting here just like going, if it's boring, I'm going to go crazy. If it's exciting, I don't want to watch this. Why is this happening? The answer was last night when you saw the debates. The Democrats and the media realized they can't win with that selection that they had from last night. This is their election replacement supplement. It's their testosterone patch. And the worst part about it is we are paying these people. They're on the clock and they're indulging this emotional revenge on our dime. Shouldn't that mean that we have a right to say super awful things about them? Aren't we allowed, because we're paying them, to get something out of it by making fun of them every day and ridiculing them and mocking them because they deserve it, because they're taking our money and they're spending on this, undermining our country? The good news here is you've never seen a wider disconnect between reality and media. In reality, you have probably the most prosperous, peaceful time in recent history. In decades, you have 29,000 stock markets going to go higher. Meanwhile, the media is pushing impeachment as though the apocalypse is coming. And I think that America is smart enough that they're seeing this chasm. It can't be covered up anymore. It's too wide. And that's why you see in the list of things that are being trusted, Hollywood is the least trusted. Slightly above that is the media. And I would actually think I trust Hollywood over the media at this point.
Put the pencils down. Put the pen down, Nancy. She's got nothing. This is all designed to discredit Donald Trump for political revenge and because he was a businessman and came in and did a better job than a regular politician, and because the Trump doctrine of America First poses a mortal threat to the Democratic Party. It busted down the blue wall. He outflanks them on trade, on everything else. And at this point, it looks like he's going to restrict immigration. So you have someone who comes in, former Democrat, a deal maker, lives in Manhattan his whole life, ready to make a deal. He agrees with them on infrastructure, on drug prices, on everything. You could have a golden age of bipartisanship, signing ceremonies instead of engrossment ceremonies, pens for everybody. But they don't do that. They spit in the president's face. So you know what he does instead? He goes, I'll do it myself. USMCA, Papers China deal phase 1. Kills ISIS Baghdadi. He starts running the table. He's like a guy at the casino. He's got a hot hand. And everybody else is winning because they're all at the roulette table, having drinks, having a party. Everyone's getting rich. But the Democrats...
They're playing Keno. They're in the Keno room and they're losing.
They want to arrest the guy with a hot hand instead of joining the party and having everybody get rich and happy. And that's why they're so pathetic.
Emily, I don't know how you're going to find.
One day we were dancing with the angels. What would we say about what we did at this difficult time in our country's history? And then I'm very proud that Mr. Nadler